So today we are going to be making an animated mesh gradient background. We are not going to be using any plugins to do this. We are, however, going to be using Elementor Pro or the free alternative, which is Pro Elements. If you don't have Pro Elements, there's going to be a link in the description of this video of where you can find it. Also in the description of this video, there's going to be a link to a resource page on my website that's going to have all the different code snippets that we're going to be using for this. So here in Elementor, all we need is a container. So I'm going to click on this plus sign, I'm going to click Flexbox, I'm going to choose this container over here, and this is going to house that animated gradient. So on the left hand side settings, I'm going to switch this to full width. The min height, I'm going to change it to 100 VH. And for me in this example, I do want to have this underneath the header. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on advanced, I'm going to make sure that it's not linked, and then I'm going to put it as a -100. But you don't have to do the same thing in yours. It's because my header is actually transparent, so I want it to shine through. So in order to make this animation work for this container, we have to come down to CSS classes here, that's in the advanced tab, and we're going to give this container a unique class name. So the name I went with was animated-background, and we're going to be referring to this when we actually put in the code. So the last step that we go to is we're going to come down to the custom CSS, and we're going to paste the code here to animate it. So now that this container is all prepped for us, we're going to go and create a mesh gradient. Now there's a whole bunch of online generators that you can choose from. The ones that I'm going to go with in this tutorial is the ones that actually give out the code for it and not a picture. I'm choosing the code version of it just to keep the page speed really quick, so we don't have to add an extra image in our page design. So if you click in the link in the description, you'll see the resource page that I have. If you scroll down, you will get to a button over here that says CSS Hero. We just click that and it's going to take you to the website directly to where we want to go. So here in CSS Hero, this is the mesh generator. You can see you can change the background color. You can put in a whole bunch of different colors that you want. For this example, let's just keep it a little bit less. We can even just go randomize, and you can see with those type of colors, you can choose different random styles until you're actually happy with the exact one that you want to go for. I actually think that I want to go with this one over here. It actually looks pretty cool. If you want to, you can select these dots over here and actually place exactly on the canvas where you'd like to have that color. You can even come here on the right hand side and you can swap these colors around, and it'll give a different effect when you multi-laying a whole bunch of different colors. Once you're happy with the look that you're going for, down at the bottom right, we're going to click on export. So here's that code for that gradient that we had just created. We are going to come back to this page. We are not going to do anything with this just yet. The next step is we're going to head over back into my resource page, and we're going to copy this code over here and we're going to paste it into Elementor. So what's happening over here is we're going to call the class name. You have to start with a dot and you give the class. Obviously the one that I just made in this tutorial is different to here, but we're going to change that real quick. This section right over here, we are going to take the code from the generator and we're going to paste it into this piece over here when this is inside Elementor. The next part over here is calling on animation, and you can see for 10 seconds it's going to go through the different positions to go and make it animated. So what we're going to do with all this code, we just go to the right hand side, we say copy, we go to Elementor. In this custom CSS window that we had open, we're going to paste that code in, and now we can go and fetch that gradient code. So we go back to CSS Hero, here's that gradient code for this gradient, we say copy to clipboard, and in Elementor, this section right over here where I actually say place your gradient code in there, we're going to take that completely out and we're going to paste the gradient. And then the final step is just to make sure that the class name is the same as the one that we actually had called out over here. Here I had called this class as animated background. So if I go back to the custom CSS, I must just make sure that this says animated background. And there we go, it's all done. So now the last thing we just do is just click publish. So if you go look in the front end, here it is, and you can see that the animation is working just fine. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please smash that like button. It makes a world of difference to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button as well. The like and the sub really helps me navigate what future content that I can put out for you guys. If you have any suggestions or anything, put a comment down below and let me see what I can do. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.